BMAX Audio Adventure. This is BJJ365, and I'm coming to you live from the Nashville airport. That's in Nashville, Tennessee, in case you were wondering.
Thank you.
I was talking to the people.
Oh, okay.
That voice you just heard, that lovely, angelic, majestic voice,
A southern twang.
with a twizzang, was the voice of Lindsey Jones McCatherine, and she's my wife.
Yep. I'm here in Nashville.
And she's with me. We are headed to Ireland here in about 90 minutes, something like that. We board.
Well, we're going to Washington first,
That's in the United States.
and then we're going to Dublin.
That's in Ireland.
Yes.
That's what we're doing. And we wanted to check in with everybody. We're going to stay in Ireland for a week,
Yep.
then England for a week,
Yep.
and then we're flying home.
Yep.
You're staying home.
I'm staying home. You're
And
going
then
to
the
Brazil.
next morning, I fly to Brazil, where I'll be cornering Ben Saunders on September 22nd for his fight against Sergio Moraes.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm super stoked. I'm nervous about being gone for 3 weeks from my babies.
They'll be okay.
Are you fine? You don't care at all. You're like, whatever, don't love them.
They'll be all right.
I just wanted to say it's so cool. I feel really thankful and grateful to be able to do what I do, and to get to see the world through jiu-jitsu. And I remember early on when I was like, you know what, I want to teach jiu-jitsu for a living. People would say, and not just some people, but lots of people would be like, that's a disaster. Because I quit a job, a good paying job,
Yeah.
And people would be like, this is a disaster. I remember some people told me, one guy I remember that was an employer of mine said, well, I hope you like beans. And I was like, I don't even know what that means. He's like, it means that's all you're going to be able to afford if this is the path you choose. And for a while, he was right.
Yeah. But it was
That's
worth
all I
it.
could afford. But now look at us, man.
Yeah.
We're doing well. I'm not getting rich. I'm not setting the world on fire by any means.
But we're able to provide for our family and get to travel the world. That's all I really ever want.
And I get to take you with me, and I get to do what I want to do, really.
Yeah.
When I want to do it, with who I want to do it with. That was kind of the goal all along. Was I just wanted to do what I wanted to do, not answer to anybody else, and do things the way they wanted me to do them.
Right.
So
I think everybody's got their own level of success, So I think we're reaching ours.
yeah, I feel like I'm just getting started,
Yeah.
So, yeah, and we were talking at dinner just a second ago about my granny. She's always worried about me. She's like, Brandon, when you gonna quit that karate? I'm just so scared you're gonna get hurt. Well, I'm not quitting, Granny. I'm going all the way, baby. I just wanted to, just spend this podcast encouraging you guys that whatever it is that you've got your heart set on, that you've got your mind set on, to really reach out and grab it, because that's the only way it's going to happen, man. You're going to have to do some things that are unusual if you want unusual results. Now, that's something that I first heard. Lindsey, you got me into this dude named Dave Ramsey. You remember?
Yep.
I know you remember Dave Ramsey, but he's a financial planner. He's our financial advisor, I guess would be the way to say it. But he would say, look, if you want to live like no one else later, then you've got to live like no one else now. Yeah. And that advice really struck a chord with me. Not just I got what he was trying to say with, living conservatively so you could pay off your debt. But I found that to be even more true in the rest of my life. If you want what no one else has, you got to be willing to do what no one else is willing to do. And sometimes that means taking risk. Almost always that means taking risk and stepping out into dangerous territory and wading out into dangerous waters. And something that Stanley Johnson used to say to me, it's one of my early mentors as a teenager, he said, if you want to grab the fruit, you got to go out on a limb, because that's where the fruit is.
Yeah.
So that's what I encourage all you guys to do today is really spend some time thinking about what it is that you want, and think about what it's going to take to get there, and make a plan to start going. And just be willing to do what no one else is willing to do.
It'll take sacrifice in the beginning, but it'll definitely be worth it in the end if you get to do what you want to do every day.
And, another thing too, though, that takes a lot of self-awareness. Like, you have to be able to tell yourself the truth about whether you're capable, like whether you have the talent, I guess,
right,
to be able to do that. Because, like if your dream is to be an awesome musician, like to make a living as a musician, and, the only people who are telling you you're good are your mom and you.
You need a Simon Cowell in your life.
You need it. Dude, you know what? I've said that a lot of times, that I think Simon Cowell was, those people in American Idol, he was their best friend. He's the best friend they ever had.
Yeah.
Like the people that he was trashing in the beginning episodes. Because they've been spending their whole lives just with their mom and their dad and their best friends. Probably not their dad, if their dad was like mine. But like their mom and their best friends telling them, oh, look, you can do this, man. You got it. But no one else really backing them up because they didn't have the talent. And you know what? I think even if you don't have the talent, you can acquire the talent to do most anything.
In the beginning, when you started 10th Planet affiliation, you were just a blue belt. So,
And I was red hot garbage. I was so bad. I don't know why anybody stayed around. I really don't. I guess just they were bad too.
You're still better than them, right?
Yeah, they were bad too. So, and back then, dude, a blue belt was like a demigod in North Alabama.
Oh, for sure.
So I don't know, man. I just want to really encourage you guys to reach out and stretch and go past what you believe that you're capable of, and reach out into like new territory.
Yeah.
Because I really think that you can do whatever you want to do. So you have to be able to tell yourself the truth, know when it's not working, but also know when it's just not working right now.
Right.
And go ahead.
But it's not, you've got one life to live, and you've got a set amount of years on the earth. So, what's going to happen at the end of 10 years? Are you going to be doing the exact same thing that you're doing now?
Which might be a win for you.
Right, you may love it, but you also may be stuck in a dead-end job that you hate going to every day. So you can spend the next 10 years doing the exact same thing, every day for the next 10 years, or you can do extra and sacrifice for 10 years and then be doing something that you love after that. So.
How many people told you were making a big mistake when you quit your job?
A lot. Well, especially my family. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You feel like you made a mistake?
No. I'm super happy and more satisfied than because I was in education, and I thought I would be in education for 25 years, but it only ended up being 15, I guess. So
that's a long time, man.
It is a long time.
That's plenty.
Right. That's all I want to give to it.
So, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, however you're listening to this, go out on a limb, because that's where the fruit is.